Dell, painfully sober. What a way. What a way to describe things right now. Okie doke, guys, I was about to say happy Wednesday, but it's not Wednesday yet. In an hour and 30 minutes in my area, it will be Wednesday. But right now, happy Tuesday night. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope everyone had a bearable day. Debatable, but it was pretty okay for me. I don't feel much these days, but after the verdict came out, I promptly felt drained. A slight sense of, I don't know, something washed over me just a little bit. I felt something, not really sure what it was, and then I felt really tired, and then I said to Aaron, I'm gonna take a nap. So I took a nap somewhere between 6 p.m.-ish to 8:30 p.m.-ish, and then I woke up and I languished in bed for half an hour, and then I was like, I guess I should move my body. So I tried to work out for the next half hour, and now here we are. I'm showered, I'm ready to make some chili. Eventually we'll have to administer Fred his pump again tonight. Yeah, let's, ooh, Napo, you got a vaccination appointment, congratulations. Shitty week and a half, I hear you. I hear you. No motivation is the way it is now. Why do I cook so late? I don't know. I normally wouldn't cook so late, honestly, but I just want to find an excuse to do these lives and not be ranting all the time. I would rather cook something, and it's just the way that my days work out now. I'm kind of glued to my computer during the workday. If I'm not shooting, if I'm shooting, I'm shooting. And then at night, I try to get a little bit of a body movement in before I shower, and this live is kind of what I do after I'm showered and ready to go to bed. Hi Nez, hi Mark, what up, what up, what up? You know, people know me for cooking, so this is what I started doing these lives with, is cooking, and I figured might as well make some food. And it's not like my days have any routine anymore, let's be honest. I don't eat at set times, I don't cook at set times, I don't sleep at set times, I don't wake at set times, and that's all very bad for me, but you know, so we soaked these beans last night. I guess the first thing we'll do is cook these beans. I'm gonna do my boil for 10 minutes, rest for 30 minutes thing while we work on other components of our chili, which mainly will include me rifling through my refrigerator to see what scraps I need to use up. I have an onion that's probably 3 weeks old at this point, probably still good, but who knows. And I have some beets left over, and I have some Beyond Meat left over, and I have that banana peel. I have more banana peels that we could make. I just don't know what they taste like, and I don't want them to ruin my entire batch of chili if I hate it. So I think what I'm gonna do is try to cut up one banana peel, carefully washed of course, and maybe we can like sear it and stir fry it and see what it just tastes like on its own before we add it in. I'm just very scared. Has anyone actually cooked with banana peels before? Not just watch other people do it, but have you cooked with it yourself? Let me know. So, beans, right here. I got cannellini and black beans. I'm gonna drain, I'm gonna rinse, and I'm going to plop into a pot of boiling water. Lisa, I mean, I cook all the time, and I don't always eat what I cook. Sometimes I'll just open up a bag of chips. I opened up the Trader Joe's cheese crunchies today, and I'll just eat that, and then I'll rove over to like other things like peanuts, apples, cheese, and then I feel very defeated, like Bitch, I cooked for you. Why didn't you eat any of that shit? So do banana peels not taste astringent after you cook them? Because they taste very astringent on their own. Yo, 3D Doritos, Amy. That sounds amazing. Are they anything like those snacks that you find in like Japan and parts of Asia where they're like puffed potato rice combo fried things? It's so addictive. That three-dimensional structure with that huge air pocket in the middle, you crunch through it and it just like aerates the food for you. It makes it taste so much more amazing. Rusty Car, happy 420. Okay, so let me pan down a little bit. When I cook beans, I like to reserve the bean liquid sometimes, so I don't like to put a whole lot of water. So as you can see, I have maybe about 1.5 inches of water in here. I'm just gonna dump my beans in, and I'm gonna cover with more water if needed. It's not always needed. As you can see, I would say I have like even too much water now. I'm gonna dump out a little. Beep boop. Okay, so it's now covered by maybe 1/2 inch of water above the surface of the beans. I'm gonna turn that water on. I'm gonna add in a little bit of baking soda and a little bit of salt. Hi, Fred. What you doing, bud? You joining us? I'm gonna go in with like 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. The bean water, you guys, kind of like aquafaba. I use it in baking sometimes. It's just a nice little gelatinous mass that is also liquid. Kind of like, you know. I have a teaspoon of diamond kosher salt going in, which is probably more like 2/3 or 3/4 of a teaspoon of any other kind of kosher salt. And we'll just lid that slightly ajar. That's it. Fred, what would you like to say to the people? Do you want to wish them a happy Tuesday? Oh yeah, the pot's making a weird noise, huh? Yeah. Let's do the flow vent. Okay. Ooh, I think seared then braised would be delish. Dawn says banana peels aren't astringent at all, June. I make pulled pork with them. They're just not much taste, really. Reminds me of artichokes if they aren't too ripe. Interesting. What? I'm so fascinated, guys. This is a game changer. If I ever get into the habit of like buying organic bananas, maybe I should just eat all the peels. I've never eaten a banana peel before. This is so exciting.
Hello everyone.
Aaron just got his second shot today.
I got my second, no, yesterday.
Oh, yesterday.
I got my second 5G chip inserted yesterday. I got a question for all those conspiracy theorists. If the vaccine is just to insert the Bill Gates tracking chip, how come some of the vaccines need 2 doses and some of them need 1? Why wouldn't they just simplify it and just be like, okay, all these pretend vaccines just need, 1 chip. What's the deal with that, huh? Alex Jones, if you're watching.
Guys, I'm gonna eat a piece of banana peel. I'm gonna try it. I feel like we should probably cook it, but.
What treats should we
Honestly,
do?
tastes like a bean, but like a slightly bitter bean. What treat should we give?
Take the still and chewy. I like giving that after the flow vent because it's substantial.
Ready for torture time. Torture time for Fredo. And torture. Torture. Fred, do you know what's coming for you? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know what's coming for you, bud? Do
He
you?
should learn by now.
Do you?
We do this in full view of him. He should know.
I'm gonna put a glove on my left hand because I have a really nasty burn that just turned real ugly, so. Yes, Fred. Ooh, we're about to torture you.
He's on the chair, which
torture,
is...
torture. It might be hard to keep him there.
Right. I will bring him to the floor. Okay. There, you're already in a squishy position. Perfect. I'll keep his feet down.
I need to keep his head up.
Okay, feet down, head up. Okay.
Come on, Fred, a couple more, baby. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more round, one more round.
Okay.
Last round, baby. You got this. 1, 2. Yeah. 3, 4.
Okay.
All right. Woo!
Let's give him the treat.
No,
Oh,
let's
water.
give him the water.
I forgot. He really hates this. This is the
Water,
worst part.
water, water,
This is,
water.
I feel like this kind of feels like waterboarding him.
Water. All
Okay.
right. Where are the treats at? Where are the treats at?
Yes. Where's the...
Do, do.
Okay.
No treat.
Yeah,
Run away.
he runs away. He thinks we're not done, but we're actually done.
I'll leave it on his plate. Oh, I hope you enjoyed that episode of Cat Torture. What an amazing life we lead. Ooh, fountain water with dental solution? What kind of dental solution? That sounds fun. You wanna close that up?
Fluoride solution. He only has 3 teeth left.
He only has 3 teeth.
He needs much dental solution.
Fred is freaking adorable. Honestly, the best behaved cat I've ever witnessed. He's only pushed things off my nightstand twice.
Did he finish the treat?
He didn't eat it at all.
Oh,
I'll bring it to him.
Okay, you can bring it to him.
Did you let the curtain down?
Yes. June, what does the burn look like? Did you burn yourself?
Yep, I straight up seared my ring finger, which is underneath my glove right now.
Okay.
I seared it about 3 days ago on the cast iron while filming the... No, I seared it last week, actually. I was filming that, if you go on Delicious Instagram right now, there's a story of tortilla French toast, and I was trying to get a really nice shot of me laying the tortilla that's dripping in soak into my cast iron that was searing hot, and because I was so concentrated on what was going on in my phone, I had no, like, you know, spatial awareness of how close my freaking finger was to the cast iron itself, and by the time I realized I had burned myself, of course, it was a really bad burn because it takes a while for your brain to be like, fuck. So yeah, it's a really bad burn. It's really nasty. Yeah, it blistered, and now it's scarring, and now it's kind of infected. It's disgusting. I haven't had a burn this bad in probably almost a year.
Are there any other live streaming services?
I don't know.
I like how if you want to actually have a career as a streamer, you literally have to choose between Google or Amazon.
I was just thinking about that today,
it's
guys.
Google or Amazon.
Google or Amazon. We must abide by the evil to stream. Or Facebook. I could stream on Instagram.
Oh, come on. Facebook?
Or I could stream on
Twitter.
True. I could stream on Twitter.
You could stream on Insta, but that's not how you would, like, you know.
Hi, Mai.
If you were to go independent, you couldn't make a career out of that because there's like no integrations, there's no plugins, there's like no donos.
Sail away. That would be really nice if I could afford some Manuka honey just to slather on my skin, and that shit is expensive.
Does Patreon have live streams?
I don't know.
You can stream on Reddit. That's
Yeah, you can. Mark Rebier does. Hi. Did you come for more treats?
That would be kind of cool if Patreon supported live streams, but I don't know if they do. Although I think the main problem when you're getting started as a streamer is
Sail away. I didn't buy those 50 jars of peanut butter. Delish paid for those.
you need exposure. So if you're locked behind a paywall to start, then you might not get a big audience. But that's not who's concerned now. I'm just thinking out loud.
That was a close one. We're gonna get rid of this bubbly wobbly. Lots of protein.
Are the banana peels in there now?
No, these are just beans.
The water looks black.
It's black beans, dude.
That
You ever cook
explains
black
it.
beans?
Except it looks like there's white things floating on top.
There's white beans too.
Okay. Mystery solved, ladies and gentlemen.
So I like to skim off the scum because it foams up and it boils over and just looks kind of nasty.
Hello, Tash.
And we're just gonna bring it to a boil again, and we're gonna keep a close eye on it. We're gonna hope it doesn't boil over. Hi, Fred. He's like in the doorway right now, traumatized looking.
Yes. My shirt's from a YouTuber named Simo. He's a Yu-Gi-Oh YouTuber. And these are the various methods of summoning cards in Yu-Gi-Oh. It's the nerdiest shirt you can possibly own, so of course I own it. But if you guys are at all into Yu-Gi-Oh, I definitely recommend Simo. He's great. CIMO.
I have some beets. I'm gonna peel the one that I didn't peel. Actually, does anyone eat beets with the skin on? It's kind of gnarly. I'm not gonna do it. I know it's on brand for me to use like all parts of all the trash, but I'm not gonna do it. Cats or dogs? Zoe, if you asked me 10 years ago, it definitely would have been dogs, but now I just don't know.
Stephanie, name something nerdier than Yu-Gi-Oh. If you think it isn't that nerdy. Yes, congrats on the Webby nomination. But as they say, it's an honor just to be nominated.
Yeah.
I'd like to think I play at least 80% of the role in that Webby. I think my contribution is about 80-90% of that, right?
Cat dog used to freak me out as a cartoon, honestly.
I liked it.
Can you open my lid?
What do I do now?
Keep it more ajar.
It's not a jar, it's a pot.
Okay. Can you set a timer for 10 minutes, please?
Who would you vote for in your category for Webbies?
I voted for Gold Thread. I put my vote to Go Thread. They make amazing videos on Chinese food in China, Hong Kong.
They don't get enough attention.
They don't.
I'm surprised they were nominated because they get like maybe, I don't know,
Here's the other thing, guys.
fewer than 10,000.
I was imagining like how differently the nominations. First of all, it's not a very transparent process. You also have to you have to pay to nominate yourself.
Sounds like a scam.
It's a scam, like all awards. If you're poor, good fucking luck.
Are the
getting
Oscars a
nominated.
scam?
Oscars are of course a fucking scam. What? Also, can you imagine what the nominations would have looked like this year if there hadn't been a fiasco at Bonap? I feel like It's Alive or Gourmet Makes would have definitely been in that nomination.
My tattoos are the James Lau tattoo from Hong Kong. This, how can I put an angle? I can't get a good angle on. There's literally no angle I can do on this. There we go. It's 9 stars, which might be familiar to you guys. And then my only other tattoo is this. And you can tell how much of a nerd I am.
Okay, so I'm just going to have the banana peels, and I'm going to chop them into little fine dice, I think. I want them to be the size of beans because they kind of taste like beans to me. So I think that fits within chili. It's kind of like a small dice.
Yeah, D&D is, I would say, about the same level of nerd as Yu-Gi-Oh, which is very high.
Oh god, third degree burn. Oh god. My whole esophagus just turned inside out within me. Oh god. I have very visceral reactions to like bodily harm. I can't look at blood. Yikes. I remember there was one time in high school I was walking home, or middle school rather, I was walking home, and I realized all too late that there was a dead pigeon like 2 feet away. And the moment that my brain processed that there was a dead pigeon like that close to me, my entire left leg just gave. Like my knee kind of unbuckled itself, and I almost just like slanted to the floor. So, yikes.
Lisa turning in from Florida. Hi, Lisa. How's Florida? Matt Gatesland. Good stuff.
Hi, Sweden. So exciting.
I'm glad Bonap was exposed because it gave creators like you a chance to become recognized. I enjoyed tour videos much more than theirs.
Also, but here's the thing. My videos also live on a corporate YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It's not like it's my own personal channel, right? My Budget Eats is property of Delish, which is owned by Hearst.
I don't know why you guys are assuming Hearst is any better or different than Condé Nast. They're literally like equivalent companies.
Okay, just so I'm clear, because all of my bosses and coworkers might be watching this, but also I will just say, after listening to the Reply All episodes on Bonap's Test Kitchen, Delish is nothing like that. Not saying we don't have issues of all sorts concerning worker rights and diversity and inclusion at Hearst, all of Hearst, but Delish is nowhere near as weird and hierarchical as that Bonap Reply All episode made it sound. That just sounded like straight up
Right.
out of a horror book.
I think Bonap itself seemed to have a lot of problems. June has never come home and told me any stories like what we heard come out of the Bonap expose.
Like banished to the dungeon type shit? No. Florida is awful? I think we all know that. I don't know why Florida became so awful, but... Does anyone else reuse their Ziploc bags? Because I do. I use it until it turns like really cloudy looking. And then I take it to the compost.
Did he have the treat?
Yes, he had the treat.
Okay.
Do you want to sit, Aaron? Are you tired?
No, I'm gonna leave soon. I am tired.
Okay.
I was just here to give the Flovin, and I got addicted to, or just got in a trance, staring at the.
See,
flow
these
of
lives are
comments.
addictive, man.
Right, because it's like, oh, what could the next person say? Could it be interesting? Could it be exciting? Will they say something that tickles my fancy? Who
Tickles
knows?
your fancy, my
Yes.
goodness.
Everybody likes their fancy tickled.
I love my fancy tickled.
Thank for joint, Aaron. What? You see, I love confusing comments like that because I always wonder what could that mean.
These will be beets in addition to tomatoes. I have a lot of tomato paste that I opened up over a month ago in my fridge that I really need to use up, but also these beets have been kind of cut into for 2 weeks now.
Aaron's weird. Wow, not disagreeing with you there.
It's been open for a month now, guys. This was open March 13th. Ooh! Sometimes it turns moldy, so you gotta really just use up canned goods sometimes.
Can you guys read your own? Is the resolution high enough for you to read your own comments?
Welcome,
On the screen?
Natasha.
Is it like a stream within a stream?
Sorry, life has been rough, dude.
Aaron, are you still a hype beast? Well, I mean, I didn't throw out the contents of my closet, so.
I don't have any tattoos yet.
June is considered getting a stick and poke.
I've also had grand ideas for like a whole sleeve and a whole leg. I have this whole vision of what I would have on my sleeve.
June would get a leg on her leg.
I would get a lot of bird's feet on my leg. There's all kinds of bird's claws. Ooh, kabocha squash. I hope you love it. It's so nice and sweet and rich if it's good. If it's bad, it can be watery and tasteless.
The mandatory everyday, how did you guys meet comment. I understand that there's people who will watch the stream for the first time. How do streamers deal with that? Like the fact that they're
They
usually
put an
asked.
FAQ up.
Yeah, an FAQ.
Or
on the
they
channel.
do a video answering all fans' FAQs, and it
But
lives
who's
forever.
gonna watch that?
Yeah, nobody. I'm not gonna edit that shit.
How about this? If you guys see an answer to a question that has been asked a million times before, answer it in comments and at the person, and I won't give you anything. There's no like channel points
Beautiful.
because this isn't Twitch, but you'll have my appreciation.
I think we've had a lot of good forever watchers do that.
Yeah, if you're a true June and Aaron's fans, if you're true fans,
Beets,
then
bananas.
then
beets,
comment
bananas.
back to people. We'll see how good your June and Aaron trivia is.
Then I have a baby onion, and I have some tomatoes. Do you want these tomatoes, or should I cook them tonight?
I never really know what to do with whole tomatoes.
And then I have some garlico.
Which language is that?
I don't know. Doesn't have to be any recognized language. It just is.
Is anyone, and I was getting bad allergies the past couple of days.
My eyes have been really itchy.
Claudia, I don't think that's true. I think garlic is ajo in Spanish. I could be wrong though. I'm not a Spanish expert.
Jaren, please don't call us Jaren, Joe.
Yeah.
I will banish you.
Yeah, you're getting demodded if I see Jaren one more time.
Should I go to college? What do you want to study? How much is it? Can you afford it? Will you go into debt? What do you want to do for a living?
I'll give you a simpler answer. No.
It really depends. There's different kinds of education that you get out of college, and you build networks. So if you're really good at networking and your future career depends on networking and knowing people, I highly recommend that you pick a school where you can get into that network, and it's more of a social capital thing than an actual intellectual game. But college is not as easy as I go to college, people like me, people value me, and people hire me. It ain't like that.
Dread is June and Fred. You can say that. As long as it's not a dumb name that involves me, I accept it.
I went to Swarthmore College, small liberal arts in Pennsylvania.
Where she learned the culinary arts.
I don't regret
Just
college
kidding.
at all because college is where I learned the word reification. My favorite concept of all time in life.
Yeah, but that's a concept from Marxism.
It is?
Yes, Marx talked about reifying a lot.
Okay.
It's something to do with like commodity value being reified in the market or something. I couldn't describe it. Look, I'm a
Reification. REIFACTION. Okay, that's the 10-minute mark. I'm going to blast my beans, and then I'm going to
I'm not in
turn
Doge.
them off.
I'm not in Dogecoin, Natasha. Unfortunately, that was hard for me to say for some reason. Dogecoin. Doge.
Define reification. Reification is the process by which we uphold an abstract idea that does not manifest physically and is not at all concrete into concrete being. So gender has been reified, religion has been reified, the concept of money and currency has been reified, the whole concept of like
Racial identity.
justice, race, what it means to have a system of justice.
I always thought Doge was pronounced doggy. Yeah, I don't know, because it's a term that originated entirely on the internet and like text-based medium. I don't know, I guess it's one of those things where everybody just came up with their own idea of how to pronounce it. But I don't know, I always pronounced it in my brain as Dogecoin. But doggy coin would be pretty funny. Doggy coin. I wish I could tell you what reification meant in the Marxist sense, but I'm a, as they call, sued.
You know, Eliza, if I
I just
didn't go
pretend to know things.
if I didn't go to a wishy-washy, expensive liberal arts school that nonetheless gave me very good financial aid, thank you, Swarthmore College, I also would not know the word reification, but it is truly I don't know if most people mean it when they say this, but I mean it. It has been life-changing for me to know that word.
How much has knowing the word reification helped you in your daily life?
I would say more than 60%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, June likes working at Delish, Zoe. She wouldn't do it if she didn't like it.
I love the team. I love everyone who works there. I love the kind of sense of camaraderie that we have there. But I need hers to be unionized ASAP. And we are unionized, but we need to work on a contract.
She says threateningly while smashing garlic with a knife.
I'm not joking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired.
How is Fred in his distension?
His belly isn't too bad. Why? Did you notice that he had a lot of bad
Was
distension?
concerned last vid he might have the same virus. My cat got diagnosed with what?
Uh-oh.
Cat COVID?
What's the virus that your cat got diagnosed with? I love cereal Amelia.
How did you get your job at Delish, June? Which has probably been asked before.
It has been asked before.
I don't watch your stream, so I don't know.
Goodfoodjobs.com. I applied twice.
Okay.
Got it the second time, didn't hear back the first.
If you too want to work at Delish and become like June, or a better version of June, goodfoodjobs.com.
But you also need to know somebody.
Okay. You know, I mean, everybody on the stream knows June, so there you go. Ask her for a reference.
Yumi, tell me more about this condition. FIP? Oh, God. A feline coronavirus. No! Listen, I don't think this poor guy can handle any more health concerns.
Yeah.
He has like a full roster of problems, honestly.
Natasha, June only got famous in the past year when COVID hit, so she's not done a meet and greet. But maybe when the world is the world again.
Yeah, well, at the time of when we went into lockdown last March, I had approximately something like 300 or 400 Instagram followers.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody knew me, and Budget Eats was not in existence. So it's only during the year of pandemic that anybody knew who I was.
June, would you do an Instagram live where you can meet your followers? How? Sorry, Vicky. How is that different than what we're doing right now?
Yeah, I can't see your face on
Yeah.
Instagram Live either.
This is like literally the same thing.
Aaron, are you my agent?
That's up to you.
How much do you pay your agents, guys?
I've only been paid in food so far.
How much do I pay him if every live gets me like $3 in ad revenue?
$3 whole.
$3 whole, baby!
What do you mean IG Live? You can talk to followers face to face. Is that a?
You can bring one person on at
Oh.
a time.
I see.
On
So
Instagram.
it's like me. It's like sitting in front of Marina Abramovich for like however long you decide each person. Okay.
Aaron, you should start a podcast.
No, there's 10 trillion podcasts out there. The world doesn't need another podcast. Everyone has a podcast now. Jeez, the world doesn't need another one. Guys, subscribe to my podcast. Thanks,
Fred.
Chimchar, for 420. I don't smoke, but I don't know. Can I say June does?
Yeah.
Okay. June enjoys the occasional toke of the marijuana smoke, and she was looking into whether she could smoke on stream today. Did you ever look up YouTube's policies?
It's just very confusing.
Yeah, so even though it's legal in New York now,
They started like taking off content from weed creators in 2017, and they just like fully deleted their channels.
right, so she was looking into smoking on stream today, but we don't want to, rustle the YouTube feathers in case that's not,
The gods are
in
finicky.
case that's not capiche. We did not name the cat Fred. The shelter, I think, named the cat Fred when they rescued him from the streets. And we thought Fred was a perfectly adequate name for him. He really does look like a Fred, so we stuck with him. I honestly can't think of a better name than Fred for this guy.
Fred is really cute. Can I have your thoughts on the verdict today? What is there to say?
What do you think our thoughts are?
What is there to say, honestly?
Do you think we're like MAGA chuds? Do you think we're like conservatives or something? Like, why would we be opposed to it?
I don't think it changes any infrastructure. We're still working with the prison system. We're still working with police. We're still not defunding the police. We're still giving them money. I don't know, man. Can I actually, somebody recommended that I cut this, but I don't think I can, guys. Oh, maybe I can. Maybe I can't. This is dumb. I'm not gonna do this. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with it.
June, I think, has had edibles a couple times.
I've only had one piece of candy.
One piece of candy. Okay, there. One time.
Grr.
Usually she just blows fat clouds or whatever the kids say these days.
What?
I don't know.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. It's something about smoking. Why do you wear shoes in your house? This is a thing June taught me to do that I've taken up.
Because your floors are going to be dirty no matter what.
Right.
But we don't want to wear outside shoes. I sometimes go barefoot, but that's before I shower. After I shower, I don't want to bring my floor feet into my bed.
I don't know why you said Aaron's trying so hard. I'm trying like no amount at all right now. There's very little trying going on in my direction.
He is so energyless right now, guys. I've never seen him this energyless.
I'm standing though.
You are standing. Good job. Can we see Fred? Yeah. Okay. Guys, we're old, okay? We're in our 30s. We're not kids anymore. Everything that we say is going to sound really lame.
I'm 53.
Wow, you look really good.
Thank you.
Why have you like lied to me about your age? Why?
I'm not transparent. Look. Aaron, I thought for sure you're a boomer. Pretty close. I do have a boomer stash. I don't even know if boomers have this stash anymore. I think it's like a pre-boomer thing.
Dial tone? Seriously? Wow.
Aaron, I'm trolling, says Vicky. Well, I didn't see your troll originally, so I guess I missed out. I'm sorry. Oh, now there's good smells starting.
Onions, garlic. That was like 8 cloves of garlic going in. We're also gonna put in our banana right now.
Banana.
And at this stage,
It's a Yu-Gi-Oh shirt.
I'm gonna go in with a little bit of salt just so the bananas can start soaking up some flavor.
June, what was your screen name?
Whatever Sky 2002.
Man, AIM. That was the gem. That was my first chat program. I came after ICQ or IQC, whatever it's called.
What?
Yeah, that was or IRC. It was Internet Relay Chat. It was the one before AIM. Aren't you worried odors will stick to you when cooking? I want garlic to stick to me. I'm here so garlic can stick to me, so I can smell it all the time. I'm a big garlic head.
We are cooking trash chili with banana peels and beets.
Did you have a Zanga, June?
I did. Oh, fun fact. In middle school, somebody hated me so much they made a hate Zanga, and it was titled June Xie Hates Disco. And I remember who it was, Phillips. I'm looking at you, Phillips, with an S.
Phillips with an S? What a dick name.
I think,
what a shitty name, Phillips with an S.
I'm not gonna bully him. It's been a long time.
I'll do it. Fuck you, Phillips.
I forgive you, Phillips, but also I remember Phillips coming up to me one day by the first floor stairwell, and he was like, why do you look so angry all the time? And I was like, oh, I do, don't I? And that was before resting bitch face syndrome came into our lexicon, but I wish I had to come back for that.
Somebody asked before if I like baklava, randomly apropos of nothing, and yes, it's literally my favorite dessert sweet pastry thing in the world. So I would say I like baklava.
What spices, Aaron?
Bro, I'll be honest, I don't even know what you're doing right
Okay,
now.
I have really dried minced garlic. I'm just gonna plop it in. I'm disgusting. That's been in the fridge for a week uncovered. Ew.
Honestly, HLP, we don't know if Philip made that page because he was racist. He might have just not liked
Oh
June
no,
specifically.
he was Asian.
Okay, there you
Philip
go.
was Asian.
So yeah, he was just an asshole. People can specifically not like certain people for reasons other than race.
But I also, I mean,
people are
it's
racist.
been a long time. Memory is selective. Maybe I did some shit to deserve that shit. Who knows, right? I'm not here to bully Phillips. I'm just here to tell a fun fact about Zanga because somebody brought it up. And also in middle school, people laughed at me because I was the Bible girl because I carried around a Bible to read at lunchtime sometimes.
Well, guess who's not going to hell?
I'm still going to hell.
Okay, never mind.
All right, beets are going in.
We would not say the full name. I don't even know the full name. We don't obviously want June's
Yeah,
rabbit
I don't
fingers.
want you guys canceling people, okay? Quit it.
Yes, I was joking about Phillips. That's the most identifiable information you're getting out of this.
Is that mold? Aw, shit.
And man, other Aaron Kalani, of course I like kanafe, man. If I like baklava, kanafe is pretty baklava adjacent. And yes, Arabic sweets, Arabic is a language, are my favorite sweets of all. So yeah, like literally all of them. When was the last time you called your mama? Now there's a question.
So I used to Zoom with her almost every weekend, but since I started doing these lives, she was like, these will be fine. So she just watched me for company now. My pan was starting to get a little bit too caramelized, so I wet it a little bit with water. My mom and I have a very love-hate relationship where there's a lot of cultural misunderstanding, and she does a lot of things like tell me, she micromanages my life, and it always angers me, it triggers something. I think I need therapy for this specific thing as well as all of my other issues. I'm pretty sure there was some soft white mold growing on there, but I scooped it out, and
Yes.
Erin will not be eating this, probably. So.
June always does that. She just scrapes them all off.
Guys, this was an expensive tomato paste. I'm not wasting that shit.
I don't know if it's safe, but June's been doing it every time she's seen mold on food for
It's
years, and she's still
fine.
alive.
It's fine, guys. My life is not that valuable that I can't eat a little mold every now and then, okay?
There you
It's
go.
fine.
You heard it here, folks, June. Or what? I'm too tired. I can't do it anymore.
Bye, Erin.
On that,
Thank
I'm
you for
out.
joining us.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. My
Just
mom.
go back for water.
Okay, my mom loves me. I love my mom. We just have a lot of difficulty communicating and expressing our love in a common language that doesn't. I want to be transparent. You know I want to be transparent, and it's really hard to do that with a mother who literally worries about every single thing in your life. And I just feel like I can't talk to her without feeling like she's suffocating me with her care and love and micromanaging. And we have so many cultural differences now that I'm so much more Americanized, and also I'm like aggressively progressive in a lot of my lifestyle choices. So first of all, I'm not your cup of tea for most people to begin with, I think. But especially for my mom, seeing her daughter embrace all of these values and ideals and identities that she was very much probably brought up to not feel like these are secure choices in life, whatever security means. It's just...
If you were a tea, what would you be, June?
If I were a tea,
Yeah.
you tell me. If I were tea, what would I be? I might be lapsang souchong. Really smoky, kind of disgusting. Very acquired taste.
I like it though.
See? What does Aaron do when he leaves the stream? I don't know, kill puppies? I would love to be oolong. One of my favorite teas from Harney and Sons is milky oolong. And I know it's flavored tea and there's like, this kind of like, you know, ooh, flavored tea is not real tea, but milky oolong, so good. Such a comforting tea to have. I love it so much. It smells divine. It smells so good. I love jasmine too. Jasmine tea is one of my all-time faves. I don't know what Osha tea is. Learn something new every day. So, very tomatoey pot right now. I'm just gonna turn the heat up so we can caramelize that tomato paste off a little bit and cook off some of that tinny flavor. And I think we're gonna put in maybe some sugar. Maybe we'll put in some of my apple cider syrup. That sounds good. I don't listen to many podcasts, but if anybody feels very strongly about episodes, please feel free to Instagram DM me and send me suggestions. Not all at once, please. Don't overwhelm me. But if you have one that you're like, June, this will change your life, send it my way, girl. Herbal teas are very interesting. They almost taste like medicine to me, and I really hate it. For the most part. Yeah, Hollis, that's a really good idea to freeze your tomato paste. I just have, my freezer is a mess, my fridge is a mess. I'm juggling food all the time. I'm guilty of like forgetting about ingredients as soon as they disappear from my immediate sight. I'm gonna eat some cheese crunchies. Thank you, Aaron, for buying me these. Ooh, is Kat here? Hi, Kat. Aaron really likes mint tea. I'm like, about it. I like it sweetened. I definitely want it iced. I never want it hot. It's true, Vicky. I don't really wear aprons. Except when I'm stir frying something really splattery. I'm gonna cut my tomatoes. I'm gonna take out that little core stem. Can be very plasticky tasting and no bueno. Just gonna chop it, dice it into little chunkers. Oh yeah, mint tea with lots of sugar, absolutely, sounds so good. But it's like mint tea without sugar, kind of tastes medicinal to me. Especially after mint is cooked, it can be very, it's not quite bitter, but it's like herbally. Where are you seeing Fred Cat? Fred Cat isn't here. Hi, Nicole. Oh no, my pot is burning. Oh no, guys, why did you not tell me my pot is burning? That's too much cancer. We gotta transfer that. That's what I get for not paying close enough attention. This happens to me all the time, guys. All the freaking time. And now we're gonna lose some of that really nice fond, unfortunately, but I really would rather not have bitter notes throughout my entire pot. Lasai. See, it happens to me too, guys. It's okay. You just learn to live with it. You're also not supposed to splatter cold water on a hot pan because it actually warps the metal, but I'm impatient. Baking soda helps break down the beans and soften them a lot. I highly recommend that you do this, especially with chickpeas. I don't actually know if other people do it with other beans, but I just do it with chickpeas so often that I do it with other beans now. I don't actually know if it's necessary for other beans, but you always soak your chickpeas with some baking soda, and I always cook my chickpeas with some baking soda. It will make your aquafaba taste a little bit alkaline, but you know, a little bit goes a long way. If you're making hummus, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you put baking soda in your chickpeas. Cast iron is actually really brittle. It conducts heat very well, and you can't really like destroy it other than just straight up shattering it. Cece, where do you live? MVR, whose writing are we talking about? I'm so interested. Oh, Texas. Oh, Ruth Reichel. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. I've never actually read her. Hi, Jess. Snowing in Indiana. And we're almost at May, guys. Wow. Texas is getting snow? What is happening? That's crazy. Wow. When was the last time Texas got snow, guys? Okay, now we got a fresh new pan. I'm gonna go in with my remaining nugget of Beyond Meat. Just for the folks who weren't here for the first part of my Beyond Meat adventures, I don't buy lab meat like this. Usually we got some PR coupons, so that's why I'm using it. It's okay. Honestly, between Impossible and Beyond, Impossible tastes a little bit more like beef to me, and Beyond always tastes like it's vegan meat trying to be beef. But it's all good. I like it either way. It's delicious. I still think that we need to find ways that are not just trying to mimic meat to eat, you know, but whatever. Ow. I remember that snowstorm that made the power grid go out and then everybody was fucking freezing to death because our fucking corporation and government is greedy. I remember that. I just didn't know that Texas was still having snow in the middle of definitely not winter. Holly, do not send me peanut butter pretzels. That shit is even worse than peanut butter for me. I will binge the crap out of peanut butter pretzels. I started at Delish as a test kitchen assistant, freelancer, or what we call permalancer, a permanent freelancer. That means you work full-time hours, but you don't get benefits, and it is very rampant in all the industries. Tips for cleaning as you go in a small kitchen. Have a towel nearby, kind of like a rag mop of sorts, and just wet it down with some water or vinegar and give a wipe as you go. Like my stove, I could be wiping right now, but I'm trying to man chat and cook, so I'm already doing two things, and I don't feel like doing more, but. What are the new flavors of peanut butter pretzels? Oh yeah, Vicky, permalancer, it's a thing. It's Google uses permalancers, tech companies of all sorts, corporations of all sorts. It's a thing. It's a thing. They find, you know, the bigger company they are, they find loopholes for labor laws. Tips for cooking on stainless steel. If you have a nice thick pot like this, just use some oil and don't worry if it starts getting too brown or too stuck on the bottom like this. If you think it's starting to burn, just add a little bit of water and lift that fond off so that it's not continually burning as you're continuing your cooking process. And if you have a cheap one like that, make sure you're cooking lots of moisture-laden stuff like soups in there because that bottom will burn. Keep stirring frequently. Dawn, to be honest, I don't know if I named you guys Spleenies. People were throwing around names and I was like, Spleenies sound cute, but you guys do you. I think I did have a preference for Spleenies and then people were like, all right, we're the Spleenies. But anytime you guys want an identity change, please go ahead, change it. Oh my god, almond butter peanut pretzels? Whoa. Alright, we got some nice fun developing here. I'm gonna throw in my tomatoes. I don't know what's in Beyond Meat, but it literally smells like toasting nuts right now. There's our half hour for the beans. And as soon as I lift this fond off a little bit, so that we don't burn the pot again, I'm going to show you a bean and see if it's creamy. Hi, Mamuling. Sorry if I don't know how to pronounce your name right. I love dates. Oh my god, medjool dates with peanut butter. Stuff my face with that. How do you keep your kitchen so tidy and organized? It's not that organized. You just don't see half the shit that's falling off of the cabinets. Dates are very, very sugar laden. So they can be healthy because I think they have a high source of iron as well, but if you just eat too much of it like I do, it's probably not going to be healthy. Anything too much is not healthy. A little mold, fine. A whole bowl of mold, no. Yuka, you never tried medjool dates with peanut butter? Your life is about to change. It's about to change. I don't meet with Tom. Tom is back with his owner forever and ever and ever. Alright, I'm gonna add some water to lift off the fond. And then we're gonna take a little bean break. Look at my spoon. Isn't it beautiful? Beautiful spoon, weird shape. Prunes with cream cheese. Wow, I gotta give that a try. That sounds delicious. Yeah, delicious my full-time job, guys. I love my team and I still need health insurance. So these lives are, as Tofu Brain said, to hang out with everybody, to maybe be a good source of distraction. The white beans are no longer white. They are now black, like black beans. Let's see. Okay, they could be softer, but they are cooked. Very very fluffy and light. They taste creamy, a little bit like boiled potatoes texture. Good amount of salt. All right, let's try the black beans, shall we? There you go. That's the creaminess. That's it, guys. So that was only 10 minutes of heating, active heating, and then 30 minutes of just letting it sit in there. And this is what I like to do to kind of conserve gas, you know, because the carryover heat really is enough to cook beans. Maybe go a little bit longer, and you can always like blast the heat up again for another 5 minutes. Like those white beans, I want them just a little bit creamier. So I'm gonna blast them a little bit, but you know, you really don't need to have the heat on the whole 40 minutes for beans to cook. Gary, I'm so glad you enjoy Budget Eats. I'm really, really glad that everybody gets so much out of Budget Eats. It's been a nice feedback to have. Absolutely not, Nicole. I added salt to my beans. I add salt to my beans, and as you can see, they have broken down. I don't know where that myth came from that you can't add salt to your beans. I don't get it. Unless you're planning on using your beans for a sweet dessert and you don't want them salted, I don't understand. Oh man, that beet color is gorgeous. So pretty. I love beets because they just make everything look so beautiful. Yeah, I soaked these beans overnight. Alright guys, now we have to think about spice. What spice do we want in here? I can't do anything spicy because my hands are already fucked. Alright guys, I lied. I'm sorry. I just found this Korean fried chicken sauce that I made on March 26th for my Korean fried chicken hosted video that still hasn't gone live yet on site, but it will eventually. And this has, I believe, gochujang and sriracha in it. But let's be honest, Aaron is gonna eat this, so we're gonna put this in. And then we're gonna taste it before we put anything else in. There's a lot of sugar in here too, so I probably don't need to add that apple cider thing. I know I shouldn't be eating this for my hand's sake, but I just can't resist. I just know that nobody but me is gonna eat this, so. Nicole, Korean fried chili recipe is already live on Delish. There's just no video for it yet. But you're welcome to make that recipe. Alright, I'm gonna give this a little taste. Yep, definitely spicy. Very heavy on the gochujang flavor. It depends on what sriracha you use, honestly, because some are spicier and some are sweeter. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of smoked paprika. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of cinnamon. Mala is the flavor profile from Sichuan peppercorns, which I believe is also known as prickly ash, yes. So mala spice is prickly ash spice. Does Delish give workers a work from home stipend? No. No stipend. But we do have things that can be like reimbursed and stuff. Very case by case basis. Okay, my beans are up to a boil. I'm going to turn that off. Whole versus ground. I buy ground spices sometimes because I'm lazy, but they inevitably taste better when you buy them whole, roast them, and then grind them yourself, obviously. Coriander, I notice a huge difference with fresh coriander, or sorry, whole coriander that I then buy, toast, and grind myself. Let me just show, do you know what Sichuan peppercorn looks like? Because I don't want to give you the wrong information, but I do believe prickly ash is citron peppercorn. And they should look like these berries. They have like a little stem to them. These are green ones. These are not red ones, but whoop, my spoon just fell in. I don't know if you can see, but some of them have a little stick and they open like a little piñata almost. Is this chili gonna be vegan? Yeah, with the Beyond Meat. IO clip art. Happy you're here. Mmm. So spicy. Definitely made a mistake going in with that spice. I'm gonna be feeling it, guys. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna add a little bit of ground cloves in, just for that sweetness. And then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of nutmeg, I think. Never been to Morocco. We really wanted to go once, but just couldn't quite work it out into our Spain itinerary. Wow, that's a whole nugget of nutmeg in there. That could probably get us really high. Just gonna let this guy hang out until he dries. I mean, mush recipe episode is literally all of my lives. So welcome to the mush recipe episode of my life. My life is a mush episode. I haven't cooked with mace. How do you use it? I know it's related to nutmeg, right? It's the flower of the nutmeg plant. Is that right? Educate me. Tell me I'm wrong. Okay, guys. We're gonna go in with beans now. If I can find my other spoon. This one is fine, I guess. And honestly, I probably won't be using much of this aquafaba at all, and it has that kind of seasoning in it already, so I think I'm just gonna pour in a little bit of the bean liquid and let that be our chili liquid. And then I'll blast the heat on the beans one more time to get the white beans a little more cooked. Mexican vegan recipes. The thing is, I don't really know Mexican cuisine like that, you know? And especially after having all these conversations in the past year about who gets to cook what, I just don't know if I want to like come out and say, hey guys, I have these new vegan Mexican recipes for you. Like, that's not my arena. I don't have any authority on Mexican cuisine. Which is also my issue when a lot of viewers write in and say, June, I want you to do like an Asian budget eats. And I'm like, what's Asian, you know? And people ask me for very specific cuisines for budget eats. And I'm like, but like, I don't know that cuisine. How am I supposed to cook it if I don't know it? It's very thick already, guys. The bean liquid is already so carbaceous. Nice and thick. I think that's it, honestly. We're just gonna eat this. Guys, I have some leftover rice. I think I'm just gonna dump it in here. This rice is like a week old now. It smells fine. It's just gonna go in. Don't worry about it. Trash chili, guys. I didn't say trash for nothing. I meant it. Bye, Lena. Yeah, we can put some scallianos. I'll just clip some of my window chives, you know. I like to take the guys who are falling over, like they just can't bear to be alive anymore. Just put them out of their misery first. Wow. That's a really tall boy right there. Just leave a little bit for garnishing, I guess. Bye, Nicole. Fred ate some yogurt today, guys. Newsflash. That was the first non-meat thing that he ate, besides catnip. So the only non-meat things that he's ever eaten in front of me is yogurt and catnip. And then I had some very concerned people DM me on Instagram being like, I hope your cat doesn't have diarrhea. And I'm like, me too. I hope he doesn't have diarrhea either. I'm really hoping because with the Flovent, there's an increased risk of him developing thrush in his mouth, especially if we're not rinsing it very well. And it's really quite a struggle of aiming that water right into his mouth and getting him to not struggle with it. So I do worry that there's a lot of residue from the Flovent. That's probably not really good for him, but we are doing our best. If you have any tips of how to flush out a cat's mouth while he's struggling and terrified, let us know. This is looking really nice, guys. Really, really nice texture. I love how runny it is, but also how substantial it is. There's no soupiness about it. It's just like nice stew. You know? Sticks on your spoon. Mmm, yes. Yeah, I'm very bummed that Fred does not like peanut butter. Oh, wow. Yucca. Holy crap. Indeed, holy crap. So a lot of people think you're supposed to discard the bean cooking liquid because it adds to flatulence. I guess we'll see, because I literally just used the entire pot of bean liquid in here. Stay tuned. I'll let you know. It's true, Hannah. Very, very true. I also feel like he really likes sniffing things, which is why when I had a bowl of yogurt during my lunch hour today, I at first thought he was just gonna sniff it, and my surprise when he actually went in and started getting some licks in and got it all over his whiskers, I was like, no, 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 my bowl. Let me get you your own bowl. Okay, guys, I think we're about to serve. Aaron, are you interested in trying this? Aaron's dead, I think. Fred, are you pooping? Oh yeah, he's definitely pooping. He gets very aggressive with our new pine litter. We switched him over to pine litter because it supposedly has a lot less dust. And at night, I'll just wake up to him like pushing all of the pine pellets around in there for minutes at a time, and I truly don't know. Maybe he's disturbed by how not good at covering up his poop is. And then he meows like that, and I have no idea what's going on because I don't speak cat. Yeah, Eliza, kind of like a ball pit, except with poop and pee. Fred? We're talking about you, bud. Did you hear your name? And do you want some food? Do you want some chili? Is that why you're here? I don't know if you can hear him breathing very heavily in the background. That's his little asthma, I guess. We thought he was just an old cat, but turns out he's asthmatic. Okay, Fred. Sitting by the door. Yes, Gary. Budget Eats was nominated for a Webby Award. Please do not vote all night. I don't I don't care. If you care, feel free to vote. But I really don't care. If you follow the food writer Alicia Kennedy, she wrote a great newsletter piece one time about awards and prestige and what our society does with the concept that comes from these awards, like who gets acknowledged, who's picking who's getting acknowledged, who's winning these awards, are they inclusive, who are the people who are being left behind and forgotten. And I mentioned earlier on in the stream, it costs hundreds of dollars to nominate yourself for a Webby Award. And of course I wouldn't have done that, because who wants to waste hundreds of dollars on a fucking award? But because Delish is a part of a corporation that has money to burn, we nominated ourselves. And lo and behold, we were nominated, which is great. I love it. I love it for my team. There's a whole team that produces Budget Eats. So I am delighted that everybody's getting recognized as a part of all the work that we put in, but also fuck awards. Who cares for awards? We've all been taught that this society is a meritocracy and those who win deserve it, but like awards are just one very good example of that. No, it's very selective. Yes, Fred, I know, me too. I don't have a Patreon yet. But yes, my parents probably care for awards because they were very much brought up in the mindset that awards matter, because awards mean prestige, and prestige means financial and social security, and prestige brings you good things in life because that's how our society works. It's like a country club where only a very few get recognized over and over again. It becomes very masturbatory, and honestly, I don't give a shit anymore. Abishi, the link to vote is in the description box. I believe it takes you directly to that category. The Webby Awards are a very extensive award system, so there's many categories. So you can probably click elsewhere on the page to bring you to the other categories. You have to sign up with your email, I believe, to vote. I don't talk to my dad like I talk to my mom, but also I haven't been talking to my mom recently either. My dad texts me from time to time. My mom emails me a lot. Wow. I think these dark little pieces, the dark black cubes, are the banana peels. I can't even taste them. Nice. Maybe I'll save that chili and I'll use up more of these banana peels and just make a banana peel chili. So maybe I'll just start buying organic bananas from now on, because they have fewer pesticides on them, and then I can actually use the peels. Fascinating. Aaron, you can take boxed mac and cheese to the next level by adding anything that you want. Literally anything that you want. I'm sure there's lots of recipes and videos about how to dress up a box of mac. I don't have a Patreon yet because I feel like in exchange for having people pay you, you should be giving them something that's exclusive. And I just don't have the mental power right now to come up with anything to like give in exchange, because whether or not we like it, we still live in a capitalist society where currency is exchanged for goods, and I just feel like I don't quite deserve. But I do have a Venmo. If you really feel like sending me money, you can Venmo me. But I don't need the money, guys. I truly don't. Banana peel mac and cheese. Yeah, exactly. JG is right. Commitment knows what to produce reliable content for Patreon. I don't have it in me to work another job on top of my job. Yeah, Donna's right. I really toned down the ads because it felt really ridiculous to have 24 ads interspersed in there. YouTube inserts them automatically, and then I have to go back in and delete all of them, and it was just like more work that I didn't want to be putting into these lives, because honestly, I'm just here to be with you guys, and I don't need the dollars that come in from that increased ad revenue. But you know, getting a few bucks a night isn't too bad. I get like maybe $3 or $4 a night off of that initial wave of ads. Michelle, people have used banana peels to make like pulled pork simulations, so maybe. Latavia, no, eat it right now. Anytime's a good time for cheesecake. Please let me know how it tastes. I haven't had cheesecake in way too long. Are you interested in chili, Aaron? You want chili? Oh, okay. Where are you, Fred? Oh, hi. Fred is chilling with Aaron in the Purple Light bedroom. Ooh, mini cheesecake from Russian grocery store. How does that taste? I have a little bit of pesto. I just want to try and see what it tastes like. It's also midnight where I am, Felicia. My fridge is awesome. Probably my favorite part of this apartment when we saw it was the French double door refrigerator. Little did I know how useful it would be for working from home for a whole year. Have I been to Netcost? That sounds familiar. Where is Netcost? Pesto is good in this. I wouldn't have thought, but I guess it's mostly like tomato based. It works really well. It definitely changes that chili classic flavor profile a little bit, but it's nice. It kind of like brightens it a little bit. Aaron's resting. He has the vaccine blues. Felicia, we are on the same wavelength. Any excuse I can get. Probably after I turn the cameras off, I'm just gonna go ahead and eat both jars. But cheese crunchies, here we go. Cheese crunchy chili. Cheese crunchy chili. So it's kind of like a Fritos pie, but with cheese doodles and trash chili. Can't really taste the cheese doodles anymore. They're already very faint in flavor. I bet if you had like Cheetos brand Cheetos, it would stand out a lot more, but Trader Joe's baked version is my favorite. It has a very mild, comforting, creamy taste. It's bringing something to the table. I just don't know if it's worth it for me to eat them because they kind of disappear into the chili. I like them on their own. Fred's day was fine. He ate yogurt. He enjoyed it. Yeah, Brooke, the best part about cooking and eating is it's constantly able to absorb changes. And sometimes you make a wrong turn and you're like, fuck, that was a bad thing to put in there. And that's what's fun about it. Yeah, I bet this would taste so much better with Cheetos brand Cheetos because that cheese flavor is so artificial and strong. It would work really well. 5 things I recommend from Trader Joe's. I personally haven't been there in a year, so I can't really tell you, but I obviously have a soft spot for baked cheese crunchies. I love their yogurt that's like European cream of the crop. It comes in like a 16-ounce tub with a really bright translucent lime green lid. Love that yogurt. Super runny, super tart, super fatty, rich, creamy, delicious. Those are like the 2 things that I always get when I'm there. What else? The peanut butter is amazing. Trader Joe's peanut butter is really good. Hi, Fred. What else? I really used to like the rainbow carrots from Trader Joe's. Amy, I think it just has more cream content combined into that yogurt, so it's runnier. It's not as strained. Oh my god. Fried rice mochi nuggets. Those are amazing. Bye, Erin. What kind of freebies does your friend get, Cece? You had a dream about this yogurt conversation? I think I've mentioned this yogurt before on a live stream. All in all, really nice chili, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me, Isa. There's beets, there's banana peels, there's leftover Korean fried chicken sauce, there's like moldy tomato paste, white beans, black beans. It's so spicy, I'm beginning to sweat. Woo! Too spicy. Erin is gonna think this one is too sweet, honestly. I don't think Erin's gonna like it. Banana bread. Haven't had that in so long, honestly. Pyro week. Oh yeah, I watch all kinds of food content on YouTube, honestly. I don't have any favorites. I get unsalted and salted back when I used to go to Trader Joe's. I haven't gone in a very long time. I think they have like 8 different kinds of peanut butters now. All right, time to put away. Ooh, it's spicy, guys. Fred, you doing okay, buddy? You sleepy? Do you want to smell a little chili, Fred? I won't feed it to you, but you can smell it. I just want another bite. I don't think he's very interested. Smart guy, because there's onions and garlic in here, and it would kill him. Bye, Cece. who wants to hit hot topics? Let me know if we want to talk hot topics while I put away my leftovers. Carlos, hit me with it. What questions you got? I'm also gonna scratch my leg and not let you see it. Gary, you can tell me, you give me hot topics, controversial topics, things that you want me to answer that could potentially get me canceled. Who knows? It's the internet. Everything happens all at once, all too fast. The sound and the fury, climate change. Hot Topics is a store, but I'm not talking about the store, guys. That's hilarious. Michelin ratings, they can go fuck themselves. Whatever. Random acts of kindness, into it. I don't think we need to talk about his face anymore. I can't believe we have to wait 8 weeks until his sentencing. I want to get it over and done now so that he doesn't get any more time in the limelight. Fade. Gluten-free, fact or fiction? I should be eating gluten-free things for my skin condition, but I don't always. As you can see, spicy chili is also a trigger, and I'm eating it right now. What's the UFO question? I think I said I didn't care. Is that right? Oh my god, Panera Bread. Carlos, that's awful. Holy shit. JG, that's awesome. So happy you did that. Random acts of kindness, guys. It really does matter. Fan fiction? I'm not in that world. Gluten-free trends are a placebo effect. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, for sure, gluten doesn't trigger me the same way spicy peppers do, but then somebody else also told me that spicy peppers is also a placebo thing, so who knows? I think everything's a placebo. Honestly. What's forever sleep? Do I even want to ask? God. I don't want to ask. I don't want to know. Ugh, this world is so fucking ugly, guys. How does my skin react? I have a thing called lichen planus. I don't recommend Googling it. It's itchy, it's painful, it splits, it bleeds. Ugly. I don't have a question to that island. I don't have an answer to that island question yet, Carlos. I need more time, and there are too many questions coming in right now. Thoughts on veganism and the argument it doesn't help climate change enough versus what a few big corporations... I mean, everyone can help. Corporations need to fucking change, but good luck making that happen. So in the meantime, I think we all can start shifting what our habits are, because our money does speak and it does drive the market to a certain extent. So I don't want to absolve any individual responsibility just because corporations are more responsible. I want everybody to be fucking responsible, especially corporations. But I understand, change is hard. People like meat. But then I say maybe go to a farm and kill your own fucking meat. Just try it once. See if you can do it. And if you can't do it, maybe own up to the fact that you're a fucking pussy and you shouldn't maybe eat meat that much. Maybe do it like once a month. Just treat yourself, you know? Everybody just go kill one animal, chop it up, freeze it, and you get to eat one animal per year. Ice cream cake? I'm down with it. Gary, that's so nice. I love people sometimes. Sometimes. Very rarely. I mean, Yoshi, I don't think anybody's going to debate you that corporations are evil. Anytime you give concentrated power and resources and money like that, they're gonna use that, and most of the time it's for evil. So no surprise there. I think every little bit helps, but most of all, it helps us. It helps show us that we can change ourselves if we want to. And it's little acts like that over time, sustained, that make us believe that we could actually change the way we are. Because society is made of people, and if we think that society can't change, then we're gonna give up. So maybe just start small and start with small changes that would make you feel better, whatever that means, because it's different for everyone what it would make you feel better. Do I have weird dreams about the apocalypse? I don't think so. I've had a lot of nightmares, but they weren't apocalyptical. Hi, Regina. Gary, that's awesome. I wish everybody grew up with a lesson in hunting and just actually witnessing life transitioning into death. It's something we need, man. We're so disconnected from all the products of our labor, and we're so disconnected with the things that we consume, and it's causing huge issues. Not just environmentally, but within ourselves too, I think. JG, that is a terrifying dream. God damn. I didn't have nightmares about the book of Revelation, but I did think for the longest time that Revelations is the coolest book in the Bible. But I actually love Ecclesiastes. I would say that's my favorite book in the Bible. Kimberly, I don't know where I would move to. I've thought long and hard about it. Carlos, you just had lentils for the first time? Where you been, girl? Your whole life. Your whole life. Unless you're like 6, in which case you should not be on YouTube watching me curse and swear. But welcome to the Lentils Club, fam. Yo, roadkill list? That's awesome. I watched, I think it was on the Vice channel, maybe? They did a video feature on this guy who only eats roadkill, and he admits that like sometimes it's not very good eats, but that's the meat that he eats, and I have mad respect for that man. Friggin' role model status. Man, I wish I could do that. So as you can see, we've stopped cooking, and now this is just shoot the crap time. And it's my favorite time of all these lives, honestly. So you're just gonna watch me lick my spoon, and we're gonna chat. So if you wanna sign off, because it's already past midnight, sign off. Thank you for coming. Gary, I'm so sorry you had a bad day. Those are becoming more and more frequent for us all, huh? I don't know what to do. Nothing but to do, but to live it. Did y'all hear that? It's just like a really intense thump. Hope nobody died. Or maybe it was someone trying to wake me up from my dream. June, predict the future? I don't know, man. I don't want to think about it. I don't even want to think a week out. Hi, Julie. I'm okay. I just made some chili and I'm licking my spoon, and honestly, the parts that get stuck to the pan are my favorite parts to eat. The same with cakes too, like the little trails of oily cake bits that get stuck to the pan. You like swipe your finger across it and it collects into this like smudge pile. of just pure fat and sugar and caramelization and deliciousness. If all cakes could just have that texture. It's almost like a cake brownie, that part. Bye, Gary. Dawn, plot twist. What if we're all in the same room? Matrix time. Da dun da dun da dun. Okay. I did put cinnamon in it. Yes. Cinnamon in my chili. And now we're just eating the burnt bits that I love. Maybe I'm trapped in your dream. Wow. A cookie pan shaped like Star of David? That's intense. That's so many edges. I don't know if I have a favorite cuisine, but I love eating in Japan because they give so much respect and put so much work into doing every other cuisine so well that I don't think I've ever had a bad meal in Japan. Favorite dessert, I think, is cheesecake. Ooh, so good, guys. Oh, the heartburn is coming on already. Ugh. I'm at that age where everything acidic gives me heartburn, including tomato sauce and hot sauce. I'm craving cheesecake too, Dawn. I just realized that I haven't had cheesecake in over a year, and when we were in the Delish Test Kitchen, we would have almost a cheesecake recipe every week. I've been so deprived. What's Sylvia Brown's idea of heaven? I'm just gonna jar up my beans. It's so fascinating that all the white beans are now dyed black, or purple rather. Everyone wants cheesecake. That's hilarious. If I do a week of cheesecake recipes, we're not gonna come out of that one alive. I will not survive the sugar crash and the fat just congealing in my system. It will be so bad. Ooh, fresh eggs. Let us know how it tastes. You can dye your clothes with black bean juice? That's so interesting. I just ruined a pair of really good black jeans giving Fred the baths because the sulfur really just stripped all of the coloring off. So I wonder if I dip it back into black bean juice. Maybe I can have some Friday black bean juice jeans. I have tried Martha's Country Bakery. I tried the original one in Forest Hills. It's too sweet. Maybe it's changed. It's been over 10 years since I last had it, but I didn't like it. Cheese doodle time. Wow, Julie, you know me too well. Nowco. I mean, I guess if I had to choose how to die, dying from eating cheesecake would not be bad. I feel like it's inevitable that therapists would hate some of their patients. I would never make cheesecake for myself because I would eat the whole damn thing, and you know that's not going to make me feel good. Yeah. Broccoli, it's good, but I would not want to die by broccoli. That would be very sad. If you had to have your stomach full of something before you croak, what would it be though, Amy? If not cheesecake, then what? Maybe bread and butter. Bread and butter sounds good. Like really good bread and butter. Bye, Smiley. Ooh, cottage cheese. I kind of just like eating cottage cheese. I don't really cook with it. It's kind of gross, honestly. It's very salty. Do I foresee myself doing these lives past pandemic times? Maybe. I'm a pretty big homebody. Even before the pandemic, I didn't really hang out on weeknights. I would always want to come home before a certain time. So, probably. I don't have many healthy recipes. Just throw shit in a pot and cook it. Healthy is what you make it. Whatever you think is healthy is going to be different from my version of healthy. So figure out what you want out of your own diet and then make it for yourself. I've seen some of Beryl's toast videos, yeah. She makes very fun videos. I like them. Yoshi, what state are you in so we never go there? I'm down to hang. I just want to be home by 9 p.m., you know? I want to do my own thing. I want to be in bed, eating cheese doodles, watching YouTube, and farting on my own self. And enjoying that, you know? I don't want to have to... Free the farts. I would never voluntarily drink at a bar. First of all, one of those drinks would be enough for me to cook for 4 days. Damn, Arizona. Did Carl Jung really say that? Or are you just pulling a fast one on us? Somebody Google that shit. People sometimes only use masks to gain entry into places that they know masks are mandatory. They don't actually believe that it's a way to prevent them or other people from getting sick. They just know that they can't get into a place unless they put on a mask, so they put on a mask and then they don't fucking care what they do once they get in. And honestly, those people are not people I want to be around. I did get a little tipsy last night, didn't I? Did I do anything stupid? JK, I do stupid things all the time, tipsy or not. How come every night somebody asks me about powdered peanut butter? Yes, I have. And no, I don't like them anymore. I think that's so good. It's time to eat an apple. Powdered peanut butter to make homemade Reese's sound actually kind of genius, because Reese's really have that special texture to them that isn't quite peanut butter. It's almost like peanut butter and graham crackery. It's very like crunchy. Don't come to Oklahoma? Oh boy. I just don't understand what kind of upbringing people have had where they think that, one, they're invincible, and two, that literally nobody matters but themselves. Or maybe three, they are just so incredulous of our government and science in general that they're like, nah, not true. Fake news. And those people are very lucky because they can deceive themselves into any version of reality that they want. And I'm sure it must be delightful to live that way, but man, would my life be different or what if I could do that? Hi, South Africa. Rushing for work. Be careful. Ollie Mas, Aaron and I did a little beer tasting last night on the live, and I had literally like 4 gulps. Got a little bit toasted. Brooke, where do you live? Bar's at 100% capacity? Where? Where is that? Oh, Texas. I just saw. Damn. Oh my god. What is an all peanut butter version of Reese's? Isn't that just peanut butter? Jasmine, I'm not a lightweight, I'm a featherweight. You blow on me with a little bit of alcohol and I'm done. Orange juice, 100% pulp? Interesting. This is a pretty good discount apple, guys. Bye, Angela. Yeah, guys, I'm literally just gonna start doing dishes, so drop off. If you do, good night. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching me all the things. Skylar, you're not wrong. Oh my god, my Tupperware drawer is a mess. Oh my god. Why am I no longer a Christian? I would say I don't subscribe to religion because there's always faults in organized religion, and there are tenets that I think jail and prison people in thought and practice that I don't agree with, but I like certain beliefs of all religions. I like whatever Jesus taught in the Bible. I like trying to forgive people and be kind to people, but because I think those practices free ourselves from hate and subscribing into a dichotomy of good versus evil, of right versus wrong, of deserving versus undeserving, and I think those are all good dichotomies to get rid of right now since the forever of time, but I've realized recently that it's good to get rid of those dichotomies. And I'm not a Christian because I didn't like going to church. I didn't like the ceremonies. I didn't feel like I really got anything out of it, and so I stopped going to church. And also, the Bible has a lot of really fucked up shit in it, you know? Yeah, Oregons are fucking awesome. Also, there's just so many different sects of different religions, you know? There's like so many different sects of Christianity, so who's the right Christian to believe in? Why are there Christians that tell gay people that they deserve to go to hell? Like, I'm not down with that. So you can't all be right if you all believe in different things, but yet you still claim that you're all Christian. And this, I think, goes for all religions. So if there is no right way to be a Christian, then is there a right way to be a person? And it just leads you into so many cans of worms that I can't climb out of. Bye, Kelly. The apple's pretty good. Pretty good. I got like 4 for $1.50. They were kind of banged up and bruisey, but these big ones are really good. Oh no, flying lotus dream. That sounds fun. My parents, I don't know. My mom's still quite religious. I don't know how she feels about gay people now. She used to be very anti-gay. I bet she would flip if I ever came out as, you know, lesbian. And I truly don't know what she would think if I came out as trans. So, I think if religion brings us fear more than fulfillment, I don't want to be a part of that. Yeah, exactly, Holly. So many things that get carried out in the name of religion, and it's just like, you're just using religion as a front to do whatever the fuck you want, to fuck other people over, and not cool, dude, not cool. Yeah, I definitely believe people can change, for sure. My mom can definitely change. I've been trying to have more and more conversations with her on everything, and we don't agree all the time, but I think it's better to have conversations than to not. Always. And the thing about religion is we pretend that it's a one size fits all, but like, is anything in life one size fits all? Aaron is wiped out after the second dose. He's really having it hard today. I don't know, Lanny. What is it called to believe in part on every religion? I feel like there's universalists. Is that right? Is there a religion called universalism? Where you just believe that all religions are valid?
Unitarianism.
Oh, Unitarianism, Aaron just said. Unitarian, holler. Yeah, the second dose might make you feel like complete shit, but you know what? It's better to feel like complete shit on a vaccine than feeling like complete shit on the plague of our times. Dawn, you're so right. Aaron, Carlos wants me to tell you that Aaron, his #1 fan, said hi.
Thank you, Carlos.
He says thank you, Carlos. I don't know how many days Aaron's was apart. He got Pfizer, I got Moderna. Mine is a full month apart. Yeah, NBR, everyone's been saying the second dose hits you really hard. I was fine after my first dose for the most part. I was pretty tired, but I didn't feel sick. And my arm got really, really sore, but nothing that took me out. It just made me feel a little bit like not totally present. But yeah, maybe that second dose is gonna hit really hard. I did not hear about the third shot booster. Is that a new development in this never-ending adventure? After my shot, they made me stay there for 15 minutes to see if I would have any adverse effects. So I think some people do have like immediate reactions to it. Brianna, we've been making these lives longer and longer every night. Honestly, I've been describing it as an open Zoom room for whoever wants to come and chat, because as you can see, I'm just doing dishes now and everybody's talking amongst themselves. So it's like I'm the host of a party for whom I do not have to do any cleanup. It's kind of nice. I think you can always rename yourself. Go do it. I don't know how, because I'm pretty much a boomer at this point. I don't know how to do technology anymore. Happy 420. Marijuana's great. Should be legal everywhere. Nobody should go to jail for it. It can help with anxiety. It can help with physical pain. It can be a nice little thing that does less bodily harm to you than alcohol does, which is legal, by the way. So what's up with that? I think they just want us to die, you know. They give us all these drugs that are legal, and actually hurt you. And then they take away the ones that don't hurt you and actually make you feel good with very minimal permanent damages, and they make it illegal. I don't know. I would not want a dishwasher. Dishwasher, it's warm, it's moist, it's dark, roaches love it. No dishwasher for me. We actually saw some apartments when we were apartment hunting that had dishwashers, and all the realtors were like, this apartment comes with a dishwasher. And I'm like, can you please take it out? And they were like, no. And I was like, okay. Yeah, it's all money. They keep us miserable so they can milk us for money. They milk us for our labor on the cheap. They milk us for our misery so they can sell us shit. And they take away the stuff that feels good. That can be for free. Yes, it's true. I think dishwashers do waste less water, but I'm just so used to not having one, and I don't want to have dirty dishes sit in there until I have a big enough, full enough dishwasher for the whole load. You know, I've dealt with too many pest problems that I don't want that to be a thing that I have to worry about. Good morning, Judy. Whoa, Holly, that's so rough. Not having constant hot running water is so rough. Sorry to hear that. I would really struggle with my job if I didn't have hot water. There were a couple of times where the restaurants that I would work at would have hot water problems, and washing greasy dishes with no hot water is impossible. Well, Brianna, if you're excited and happy, then I'm excited and happy for you too. Your grandma puts junk food in her dishwasher? Tina, hello from Woodside. Have you ever seen the adorable tuxedo cat at HF Dollar and Up? Adorable. Brianna, I had a good day, I think. I took a nap, it was lovely, and now I can't find my knife sheath. There it is. Hope you had an okay one too. Hi 19 me. Tuxedos are really hilarious. I love them. Brooke. Excited? Well, Brooke, you've been here. You just said so excited you finally got to catch a live. Did you have any failed videos? What do you mean? Like videos in which I fail? If so, yes, you see all my failures. Did I have any videos where I didn't put it out because I failed so hard? No, you get to see all my failures. Oh my god, JG, a 2-day-old tux. Aww. What's his name? Hi, Simba. Simba, do you think Fred has some Maine Coon heritage in him? I always feel like Fred has a little bit of a Maine Coon attitude. That kind of like, I'm royalty, you dare not touch me. Bye, Eliza. Jenny, you're not the only one who's surprised to see me streaming so late. My mom also sends me emails about how I'm streaming too late. Hi, Ray. I like some Indian food. I'm a late bloomer when it comes to Indian food. I feel like when I first had Indian food, I just felt like it was a attack of spices. It was like a cacophony and it was just way too much, but I've since come to appreciate a lot of good Indian food that I've had in different areas. Like Jersey City has amazing Indian food. So I'm coming around to it. I think it's a much more acquired taste for me because I like foods that just taste earthy and simple and like monotone because I like appreciating flavors separately, and Indian food is just like the complete opposite of that. Indian food to me is just like put all the spices in there, and so I'm coming around to it. It's developing my palate. I've never tasted Maltese food, no. I don't think my mom is here, but I never know. She never chats. I love tabbies so much. I love yellow tabbies. Oh my god, you're right. It is a... Have I just been talking with you guys for an hour? That's crazy. I think my taste buds do kind of have ADHD. I like sushi. Carolyn, we're up late today because I took a nap from 6 to 8. What is my favorite spice in bar? One spice? Why do you torture me like this? Yeah, Aaron went to pee. Good spy. Dawn, your baby sound amazing. I'm still thinking about the spice, by the way. And I'm assuming I can't cheat and give you a spice mix. Wow, so hard. So hard, guys. Well, JG, I'm not your mom, but you should probably go to sleep because of your presentation. Lena, I don't know what's in my 6 spice. Sorry. I really don't. I didn't write it down. And at the time when I was mixing the spice, I remember telling myself, June, you should write down what spices you put in here. And then the other part of me was like, June, you don't really care. Don't worry about it. You'll never use it. And then lo and behold, a year later, I start using it on screen. And people are like, what's in your 6 spice? And I'm like, I don't know, because I was a lazy bitch. I just adopted a cat, Lanny. I don't have enough money to adopt a human being. Good luck. Well, Judy, you're in luck because there will be a kitchen tour video coming soon to Delish. And it was one of the first videos I filmed on the new camera, and so the autofocus is terrible, but there you have it. Hi, are you going to sleep?
Just wondering if you can end by one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright guys, Aaron's calling it. We're ending the party. And I have finished all my dishes, so I am content. Pantomime goose, I do not do that. I am not Beyonce. I think Aaron and I would love Maltese food. Tina, so glad to hear that. I'm always down to overshare whenever, so you ask the questions and I will answer them if I have. Guys, it's been wonderful. Thank you so much for 2.5 hours of pleasantries together and nonsense. Really nice. It's time to go to sleep. Take care. Have a great day. Or don't. I'm not your mom. Don't have a great day if you don't want to have a great day.